can join us on Zoom as well. Today is a revision class. This class is number 11, number 12 on idioms. It's called 1 Minute Idioms, presented to you by Muhammad Shelba from East Meets West Educational Services. And today we're doing revision for 6 classes. Class 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Now, if you look at these are all the pictures of the idioms that we studied in the previous lesson. So if you did not attend the previous lessons, then we will do quick revision today, and then we will move on to the activities for today's revision class. Don't feel so bad if you don't know the answers, because well, some of you will know if you were here in classes 6 to 11, and some of you will not know if like you did not watch the videos. Okay. Now for people on Zoom, I would really appreciate if you can mute yourselves so that we don't get the background noise when we're playing back this on Facebook. All right. So here are the idioms that we studied in class 6. Now try to focus, take a screenshot if you want so that you can do the activities after a couple of slides. Now, the 2 idioms that we studied were to be in someone's good books. And that means that somebody is happy with you. And the second idiom, so you see all the books here and you, so you are in my good books. So that means I'm happy with you. Now, the second one is somebody's happy with you is when you get on like a house on fire. Assalamu alaikum. I'm really sorry for that. It's my internet. Right. So back to what I was saying. To be in someone's good books is to be if somebody's happy with you, and to get on like a house on fire is to have a good relationship. Like this picture will remind you. Can you hear me fine, guys? People on Zoom? Yes? No? I think you can. All right. Now, let's move on to class 7. The idioms in class 7 are good relationships as well. When we say to make it up to someone, so this is makeup, and the idiom has nothing to do with makeup. It's just an idiom. So to make it up to someone is to do something good to her after you have done something bad. So to do something good to somebody because you did something bad, to make it up to her, like this. And I think the second one, all of you know it, is to keep in touch or stay in touch with someone, like to be in contact with them. Right, guys, if you can hear me fine, guys, I was wondering if you just give me thumbs
Yes,
up, do some,
yes,
okay,
yes, Muhammad.
great. All right, thank you very much. Thank you. And a quick reminder again, guys, if you please would like to mute yourself so that we don't have the background noise, I really appreciate it. So 4 idioms we have talked about so far. Now, 2 more idioms. That was in 1 Minute Idioms, video 8. To have a soft spot for. Now, this here on the child's skull, on the head, is called a soft spot. So to have a soft spot for something is to feel that you love this thing, usually for no reason. You just love it. So to have a soft spot for something is to love it. And here, to take a shine to somebody is to like somebody the first time you see them. So these are the 2 idioms here for lesson 8 and for lesson 9. They're a bit too difficult. Now, this is called the loggerhead, so I should have put more, not just one. To be at loggerheads with is to disagree with each other. So Apple and Samsung are at loggerheads with each other. That means they disagree about things, right? They're competing for something. Now, the second idiom, to be at cross purposes or to talk at cross purposes. The child thinks of the chair as a racing car and the father thinks of it as a chair, obviously. So what is the purpose of it? They are talking at cross purposes. He thinks of a purpose for the chair and he thinks for another purpose. Again, I'm trying to give you these pictures for those who are joining the class for the first time. I'm trying to give you these pictures so that you can remember the idioms. So the idioms are to be at cross purposes. That means not to understand each other because each one of you is talking about something else, right? And now 10, to have it in for someone is to decide that you want to do something bad to that person, right? To have it in for someone. So I think you can understand the picture and the relationship between the idiom and the picture. Now, to have it in for someone, like I have it in for you, that means I'm not happy with you and I intend to harm you. Or have it out with someone, that look in or out. Have it out with someone is like to talk to someone so that you can settle an agreement or solve a problem. That means to have it out with someone. It's like she is having it out with him, like they want to solve the problem that they have. Now, the last idioms that we studied, there were 3 of them. That was last lesson last week. And to rub someone the wrong way or rub someone up the wrong way means to make him upset or, irritated. Like if you would rub a cat, in the wrong direction, it would get irritated. So to rub someone the wrong way means to irritate them. Now, keep something at bay. Bay is like this part of the beach or seaside. So to keep someone at bay means to keep something away, not to harm you. That's what keep someone at bay or something. Keep someone or something at bay. That means to keep them away from you. And to keep yourself to yourself. That means not to talk to other people and to avoid mingling with them because you don't want to be in trouble. Now, I will show you the slides real quick again so that you can take screenshots if you wish and be ready to answer the activities that are coming. Again, don't feel so bad if you don't know all the answers because, some of you guys were here in all the classes, so they will remember more than others. So here's the 1 minute idiom 6, and here is 7. If you want to take a screenshot of it. Can you see the writing and everything, or does my picture come on top of the writing or anything? I guess everything is okay since nobody's saying anything. Let me check on Facebook, see if everything is okay on Facebook. Guys, are you okay on Facebook? Okay, it seems that everything on Facebook is fine.
It's okay, Mr. Muhammad. It's okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Now, 8. I'm going to take a screenshot of this if you wish to. And 9, 10, and 11, the last one. Now, shall we move on? Are you ready for the activities? Now, I posted the activities on my page on Facebook, and some of you might have seen them and started answering them. So let's see if any of you knows the answer. So here is the first activity. Now, which of the neighbors talked about here, referred to, does the speaker have a good relationship with, and which does he have a bad relationship with? Now, let me read this, and while I'm reading it, I want you to write the names of the people, like the names of the people that he has good relationships with here, and the names of the people that he has a bad relationship with here, right? 2 columns with the bad relationships and good relationships. So, I get on well with some of my neighbors, but not with others. I get on like a house on fire with Anna, who lives next door, but Rob on the other side has it in for me for some reason. Now, let's answer these 2 lines so that I make sure that you understand what is needed in the activity exactly. Now, I get on well with some neighbors, but not with others. I get on like a house on fire with Anna. Now, remember from the idioms that we have just studied, if we say, I get on like a house on fire, what does that mean? Does it mean you have a good relationship with them or a bad relationship with them?
Yes, Mr. Muhammad.
Yes.
Yeah, a good relationship.
A good relationship. You remember the picture of the dog, and there was a house on fire in the back, and they had a good relationship. So good relationship. The first good relationship is with Anna. But Rob on the other side of the road, has it in for me for some reason. So is that a good relationship if Rob has it in for him, or is it a bad relationship?
A bad relationship.
A bad relationship. He has
Yeah.
it in for me, like that guy who was putting some
Yeah.
poison for his wife in the cup of
Yeah.
coffee. Right. So you remember from the pictures. Great. Now, again, I want you to write the good relationships and the bad relationships. So I'll read on while you're doing the activity. Now, I'm always at cross purposes with Jane from over the road, but I'm in her husband's Pat's good books. I used to be at loggerheads with the Browns. The Browns means the family. But we had it out and now things are okay. I prefer to keep the dog from number 22 at bay and its owner, Jack. And I always see him to rub and I always seem to rub each other up the wrong way. However, I've got a soft spot for his son, Jimmy. This was it. And if you're ready, you can start writing your answers on Facebook. Let me take some answers from the Facebook, and you guys on Zoom can get your answers ready. I'll give you a minute, and then I will check with you. Okay, so on Facebook, anybody, any answers, and I'll read them out loud for you. Right. Okay. So let's take the answers
What was
from
the
Zoom.
question again?
Yes, the question again is some people here have a good relationship with the speaker, and some people here have a bad relationship with the speaker. So I want you to guess from the idioms that the speaker used who has a good relationship and who has a bad relationship. Okay. So if you're ready, you can just shout out the answer. Go ahead. On Zoom?
Okay, can I, Mr. Muhammad?
Please do, sir.
Okay. The neighbors who have a good relationship, Anna first, then Pat, then the Browns. The Browns, but they first were in bad relationship with them. You are muted, Mr. Muhammad. You are muted. You are muted.
So they had a good relationship first, and then they had a bad relationship. Well, I'll mute it myself to,
Yeah.
eradicate that whistle, that
Yeah.
noise in the back. Anyway,
Yeah.
right. And here from Rehab, she said, get on well. Okay, so get on well, that's a good relationship. That's from the first line. That's right. But you know what, Rehab? When he said, I get on well with some of my neighbors, we need actually the names of the neighbors. So if you want to write a message, then you might want to write the neighbors that he is getting on well with, like the neighbors that he has a good relationship with, or the neighbors that he has bad relationship with. So, Miss Ali, you said Anna, Pat, the Browns,
and Jimmy.
And Jimmy, exactly, because he has a soft spot for him.
Yeah.
So to have a soft spot for someone means you like them. That's right. Now let's see, Rehab. She wrote at cross purposes. That's a bad relationship. Very good. Now, Rehab, can you tell us when he said we always are at cross purposes, who was he talking about? Rehab, can you unmute yourself and answer, please? Okay, can you write it? If you can write it or unmute yourself and answer it, that would be great. Okay. Oh, all right. So we have Muhammad now, and he said, okay, at loggerheads, at loggerheads is not a good relationship, Muhammad. That's a bad relationship. All right? That's not a good relationship. That's a bad relationship. Okay. So, Ali, would you like to continue?
Yes,
would you like to give us the bad relationship?
Yeah, the bad relationships. First with Rob.
Yeah.
And Jane.
And then Jane. Yeah.
Yes. And at last, I think Jack and his dog.
Exactly. The dog. Very good. That's a good one. And Jack as well. Yeah. So if you look again, guys, you will find that he has good relationships with Anna, Pat, the Browns, and Jimmy, and he has bad relationships with Rob, Jane. Here are the answers: Rob, Jane, the dog, and its owner, Jack. Okay. Now, if you watch the video again, you will know from the idioms used why these are good relationships, why these are bad relationships. You know, these type of activities help you remember the idioms and help you, use them as well in your everyday life. All right. Are we good? Shall we move on? I'll assume that the answer is yes. Now, I crossed out the first one because it was about two-timing people and, filthy language. So I didn't want to teach you that. So that's why I crossed out the first one. Anyway, so again, correct the mistakes in these idioms. Drop the first one. And then Susie has taken the shine to her new teacher. So what do you think is wrong with this? What's wrong with this idiom here? How do we use it? You remember the guy who was on his knees and he took the son to his wife? What did we say back then? You remember the picture. Do we take the shine to a person or we take a shine to a person? What do you think,
Take,
guys?
yes,
Take
take a shine.
exactly. Very good. Take a shine to someone. So the mistake here is they used the word the article the instead of a. So it should be Susie has taken a shine to her new teacher. Now, like this, all of them, they have mistakes, small mistakes that you need to correct. So let me read them out for you while you are correcting the mistakes. Let me check on Facebook first to see if anybody has anything to say. So hello guys, Ahmed and Hamden, those people. Hi guys, come to Zoom from Facebook. Come to Zoom. You will enjoy the lesson, and I will enjoy your company. All right. So we have some answers from Zoom. All right. Stay in touch. That's for number 3. Wow, you started answering without me even reading it. Okay. So let me start reading it. Here, please stay into touch with me once you go home. Then 4, Nita's boyfriend promised to make up to her for forgetting her birthday. And 5, there's something about him that always rubs me down the wrong way. 6, we try to be friendly, but the Smith family prefer to keep them to themselves. Number 7, if you want to leave early, you better try and stay in the boss good book. Then the last one, Rana really seems to have it out for me today. I don't know how I've upset him. So each one of them has one mistake. If you want to start writing the mistakes on Facebook or on Zoom. Okay. So here, Muhammad wrote number 3, stay in touch. That's right. All right, great. No worries. You can write the answers. Now, number 4, make it up, not make up it. Very good, Muhammad. Very good. So, Ali and Wihab, if you pitch in as well, that'll be great. And I'll see if people on Facebook have any answers. Some people wrote on Facebook. I can't see. All right. Have you found out the other mistakes, guys, and the idioms? I know this is a tough one. But you can do it, guys. You can do it. Go back to screenshots and go over all the idioms, and you will find the answers, I'm sure. Okay. So nobody on Facebook wants to answer this. Let's see on Zoom. Guys, are you ready? You want to answer any of them? So we got 3, we got 4. So how about 5? What's wrong with that? There is something about him that always rubs me down the wrong.
Yes, Mr. Muhammad.
Rubs me down the wrong way. Yes, sir.
Okay, number 5, to rubs me up the wrong way.
Yeah, very good. So here we say rubs me up the wrong way, and you don't have to use it actually, it's optional. So you can say rubs me the wrong way or rubs me up the wrong way. Very good. Well, not exactly, Muhammad. right? I know you missed the screenshots, but you missed the classes as well, and you missed the videos that I posted on Facebook. You try to, see the, the posts before I put them, because I usually put the activities and the revision packs and everything before, I give it. Okay, you came late. No worries, no problem. Thank you, Muhammad, anyway, for coming. Yes, okay. So here, robs me up, as Ali said, the wrong way. Now, there is something wrong. Yeah, we try to be friendly, but the Smith family prefer to keep them to themselves. What's wrong with this?
Yes, Mr. Muhammad.
Yes, please.
Okay, to keep themselves to themselves.
Exactly. Keep themselves to themselves. And 7, if you want to leave early, you better be in the boss good book.
I think you answered it.
Did I? Okay. I did that deliberately because I knew
Yeah.
it was in the activities, and I wanted you to pay attention to it. Okay, go ahead. Answer it, please.
Okay, you would better be in the boss's good book.
In the
That's why
boss good
good books. Yeah.
books. Yes. And if you remember when we took the lesson, I said, if you say in my good book, that means in my opinion. But if
Yes.
you say in the boss good books, that means you
Uh,
have a good relationship. And
yes.
you can also say in the boss bad books, that means you have a
Yeah.
bad relationships. Anyway, just quick revision. Now, Rana really seems to have it out for me today. I don't know how I've upset him. Huh?
Yes. So if he's upset,
Okay, so what's wrong
yeah.
with it?
So he have it in, not have
Oh,
it out.
yeah. Excellent. Muhammad first, and then Ali finished it. And people on Facebook, thank you, Rahab, as well. And people on Facebook, you don't have any answers for me tonight. I'm sad. Ah, here we go, Salah. Salah said themselves. Yes, keep themselves to themselves. Very good, Salah. Come on, man. Write more answers. All right. There is a delay. That's why they get to see the video, I mean, the questions and all on Facebook late. All right. So let me show you the answers. Here are the answers if you want to take a screenshot of it. Here has taken a shine to her new teacher. Please stay in touch with me. Yet his boyfriend promised to make it up, not to make up it. Now, there is something about him that rubs me up the wrong way. Try to be friendly, but this math prefer to keep themselves to themselves. So themselves kind of squeezed. If you want to leave early, better be in the boss good books. Now, Randall really seems to have it in for me today. I don't know how I've upset him. These are the answers if you want to take a screenshot of it. All right. Ooh, 2 more activities. Hang in there, guys. Hang in there. You're learning. You're learning. It's good for you. And what I want you to do, guys, is to really live the idioms that we're taking. Try now in the back of your minds, try to come up with examples for these idioms and how you might use them in everyday life. And that's how you learn them and start using them. You're doing a good job, guys. Now, question number 3, choose the correct answer, A or B, A or B, or B, and all of them. Now, again, while I'm reading the questions, you may want to start answering them. The neighbor's pet rat is supposed to be friendly, but I'd rather not keep in touch with him or keep him at bay. Number 2, the union and management have been ever since management proposed means suggested, proposed issuing new contracts at loggerheads or at cross purposes. Number 3, if you feel so strongly that he is wrong, wouldn't it be better to have it in for him or have it out with him? So in for or out with. And 4, her habit of finishing every sentence of mine really rubs me up the wrong way or makes it up to me. We studied both of them. Now, the last one. Why don't you, with my aunt, when you go to New York, go on like a house on fire or get in touch? Yeah. These are the idioms. I'm sure that this is the easiest one because everything is there for you. All what you need to do is to choose A or B. So start writing your answers in the meeting chat. And I would really appreciate if you still keep yourselves mute for now to give people on Facebook the chance to answer if they may. And I would like to welcome AS. Hello, AS. All right, so Facebook. Come on, guys. Only Muhammad Salah. Oh, no, not Muhammad. I read the wrong. No, it's Abdul Rahman Salah. I thought it was Muhammad Salah on my list, and I'll be really famous if he does. Okay. I don't know if there's a glitch on Facebook or something. Yeah, people on Facebook, if you can still see the live video, can you give a thumb up or write a comment or something? All right. Meanwhile, I bet you guys on Facebook, on Zoom, you have the answer. So, whoa, let's see. Ali got them all. Okay, so let's see if Ali is right. Let's see if he's right. So he said 1B. Do you agree, guys? Just write if you agree or disagree in the meeting chat on Zoom or on Facebook. So 1B, the neighbor's pet is supposed to be friendly, but I'd rather keep him at bay. What do you think? This is right or wrong? People on Zoom, people on Facebook. On Facebook, I think there's a glitch of some type. I don't know what's wrong. All right, so I think it's correct. Very good job, Ali. So keep him at bay. It's a mouse after all. Now, the union and the management have been, now he said 2A, at loggerheads ever since the management proposed issuing new contracts. So they had some disagreements, not just talking at cross purposes, right? So I think this is right as well. Good job again. And number 3, I feel so strongly, or if you feel so strongly, wouldn't it be better to, I don't know what Ali said. He said 3B, to have it out with him or have it in for him. Well, it would be better not to have it in for him, like have bad feelings. No, to have it out with him, like talk to him. Very good again. And now 2 more. And you guys, I want the answers from you. I want you to write in the meeting chat if you think the answers are right or wrong. Now, her habit of finishing every sentence of mine, Ali said A, rubs me up the wrong way. What do you think? Rehab, Muhammad, AS, do you think this is right or wrong? But I think it's right. Good job again. And the last one, why don't you, and he said B, get in touch with my auntie when you go to New York, not get on like a house on fire. Yeah, so correct, all of them. Good job, Ali, good job. Now, here are the answers. You might want to take a screenshot of this as well. Exactly as Ali said it. Yes, indeed, Muhammad, good job. Okay, 5 for Ali, 4 for me. Exactly. So Ali beat you by only 1. Okay, now the last one, it really depends, right? You can come up with your own answer. So I'm going to move on now, guys. So I will give you my own answers, right? But I want you to write your answers as well. Now, as a child, answer these questions. Feel free to use any idioms that you learned before or any ideas or whatever. Now, as a child, what might a young child do to try to get in the teacher's good books? Now you will learn to, you will have to understand the question, which means you're, going over the idioms in your mind again. So to have a good relationship with the teacher, what would you do? Think about it. Now, the second question, if you're at cross purposes with someone, are you angry or confused? Now you have to tell me why you chose angry or confused. Number 3, how might you try to make it up to a friend whose car you have scratched? So you scratched the car of a friend. How would you make it up to him or to her? Now you need to remember the meaning of the idiom, make it up to someone in order to answer the question. Now, what are the 3 different ways in which you can keep in touch with distant friends? Which one do you like best? This is easy if you know keep in touch with. Now, are there any things that people say that really rub you up the wrong way? Now, again, rub you up. If you know rub you up, then you will know how to answer it. And what do you think should happen to someone who, I forgot to cross this out. I'm sorry, you don't have to answer number 6. It's just filthy. If you keep yourself to yourself, are you lonely? Now, this is a very good one if you can answer it. And the last one, if you take a shine to someone or have a soft spot for them, is the feeling mutual? Mutual means felt from both people. Like he feels that about you and you feel that about him. Okay? That's what the word mutual means. So you have a soft spot for them or you take a shine to them. What does that mean? Now, let's take the first one. What might a young child try to do? Well, the class has been, oh, that's too long. I'm sorry, I will not be able to, take your answers, but it would be really, really nice if you can write your answers in the comments. I'll read them and I'll respond to them. And not to make the class so long because it's been a half hour now, I will show you my answers. Excuse me for that. Now I crossed it out. I forgot to cross it out. And I think, okay, now my answer for question number 1, which is what might a young child try to do to get in the teacher's good book? I say he would help the teacher tidy up the classroom, like try to help the teacher to clean the room. That's how you get in the teacher's good books, so that you have a good relationship with the teacher. Now, are you angry or confused? Obviously, because you're talking across purposes, like he's talking about your mother, you're talking about your father, so you're talking about different people, so you're confused. You're not angry, you're confused. You're talking about 2 different things. Now, to make it up to a friend whose car you have scratched, that means to compensate them for it, to have to settle disagreement. So I might pay for the repairs. That's my answer. I don't know. Maybe you guys want to get them some chocolate or something, but that would be a stupid idea. I think you have to pay for the car that you have scratched for painting it. Now, 3 things that you can do to keep in touch with friends. You can keep in touch. Keep in touch means to still, be in contact with the people. So you can be in touch with by phone, email, or maybe Facebook. And I really, really like Facebook because it's easy. Now, are there any things that people say to rub you up? Yes, for me, it rubs me up when people don't listen. I tell them something and they're not listening. The 6 are dropped. Now, are you feeling, if you keep yourself to yourself, are you feeling lonely? Well, not necessarily lonely, but you are alone, like you are in a room by yourself, right? But you're not feeling lonely. Feeling lonely means that you want to mingle with people, you want to talk with people like this. And now the last one, if you take a shine to someone or you have a soft spot for them, is it mutual? Not necessarily mutual, but there is an idiom that we learned. I put this deliberately for you so that you can remember it. Now, when you get on like a house on fire, then it's mutual. But you have a soft spot for them or you take a shine to them, then it's not necessarily mutual. Okay, that was a very, very long class, but it's worth it. We have done revision for idioms that I explained in 6 lessons. Thank you very, very much for being here with me today, guys. Thank you, AS. Thank you, Muhammad. And a big thank you to my friend who always comes to my class, Ali. And people on Facebook, thank you very much as well. And thank you, people who will watch this video later on. If you guys like this video, I'd really appreciate if you can give it a thumbs up. You can share it with your friends so that they learn the idioms. That's 6 lessons worth of idioms here. And write your answers in the comments for the last activities that I can read. And if you do them all, I'll be even more happy. I'll be happier. Anyway, thank you very much. And I'll see you guys next lesson, which is tomorrow, which is vision in collocations. Right. Messages on Zoom. Read them quickly. All right. Inshallah. Thank you very much. Thank you, Muhammad. Thank you, Yes. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. 8:30 Mecca time. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.